Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog. Right, so we're back, and this week, I know we say it every week, this week has been a busy week.
It has actually been a crazy busy week. Crazy busy week.
Crazy busy.
As well as doing our filming on the Wednesday for the Academy,
Yep.
we had our massive giveaway on the Tuesday, and we were filming on the Tuesday
And the Monday.
and the Monday.
And the Wednesday.
And the Wednesday. No, Monday they arrived. Tuesday we filmed, Wednesday we filmed.
No, I filmed that bad.
Oh, we
Monday,
filmed on
yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Busy enough. Yeah, so there's some really exciting projects that we're doing and they're coming soon. The Academy is going amazing, and if you were involved in the giveaway, not only was it a giveaway, but we had an awesome Q&A with Russ Stevens. We found out some great information about magic on Britain's Got Talent,
Yeah.
Izzy, and yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah, it was great, and I want to say a big shout out to both Rich Gerish
Yes.
and Adam Cooper.
Yeah.
Both were down filming new projects with Alakazam, and they are both awesome.
Yeah.
Rich's will be out first, so keep your eye out for that. We've also got, we're running so behind. I've said this before. We've been running so behind with our releases this year because of various things happening that we've now got sort of a stockpile of stuff waiting to come out.
Yeah.
So between now and Christmas, you're going to see at least 6 or 7 new releases from Alakazam Magic, and they are all, as you can expect, awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I also want to mention once more that the Academy course we run yesterday, was it yesterday? Day before? Wednesday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, it was yesterday?
Yeah.
Wow. So yesterday we ran the 4th, or it was the 4th. So
yesterday we ran the 4th of the Academies.
My God, I'm going crazy. So yesterday we had the 4th in the 6th lesson course by John Carey. It's called Zero to Hero. It's going to take anyone from not touching a deck of cards right up into being very
a superhero.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Now, I just want to make this very, very clear because I'm still getting emails about it. Once the course has run, if you do not book your place on the course now,
Yeah.
as soon as the 6th lesson has aired,
Yeah.
you will not be able to order it ever again.
Yeah.
Unless we rerun it at some stage live.
Because we're getting lots of people still saying, "Oh, I'll pick it up at a later date," or so on and so forth.
You won't be able to. So
it's not like any other online lecture. It's more of a personal sort of experience. So yeah, it is. Well, if you've thought about it, just read the reviews under it so far. It's amazing.
And you haven't missed out on anything, because if you were to book your place now, not only can you join us live for the next 2, which are going to be awesome. The last one is a full-on lecture, a big Q&A. It's going to be a big fun party one. But the 4 that have already been filmed will instantly go into your account, and there's almost 10 hours worth of material already filmed. So that you'll get that straight away. So realistically, if you think about it, you're going to get in total, I would say, over 15 hours tuition from John Carey. And if you break that up, that's less than sort of £6-7 an hour.
Yeah, that's great.
That you can watch time and time again.
Yeah.
So check that out. And on the 21st of September, we have a 1-day super session with the legend that is Michael Vincent. So if you haven't booked your place, do it now, because once it's aired, you will not be able to get it. So you need to pre-book your seats.
It's times like this that I've had to pinch myself for how, I mean, on Wednesday we've got the last John Carey, which is going to be amazing. It's a lecture. And then on the Thursday we've got Michael Vincent, day after. And I know it's going to be incredible. So it is amazing. And some of the responses we've had is people saying it feels like they're here with us. Because of how we interact and answer every single question. It's really a personal experience, so make sure you join us for the Michael Vincent one.
Yeah, and like Dave said, check out the reviews under the Zero to Hero and see what people are saying about our courses, because they are great, and they're brilliant fun to film as well. I mean, I really look forward to the Wednesday evenings because of the banter that goes on.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were discussing this the other day. The amount of stuff that John's going through that we're going, show us that again.
Yeah.
Or I've forgotten that. I'm going to start doing that again. It's so cool.
Well, let's take last night for example. We'll move on to some tricks in a second.
Yeah.
But this is interesting because he added one little subtlety to an ambitious card routine.
Yeah.
Remember? And we
Yeah,
both
yeah.
at the same time went, "Oh, I
Yeah,
like that."
that's nice, yeah.
And it is the most simple. It's just a subtlety. It's not even a move, but
Yeah.
it added so much to it. And John's been doing that from lesson 1
Yeah.
all the way up to 4 so far, adding little bits that we go, oh, blimey, yeah, I need to redo that, because you do forget over
Yeah.
time. You think you know everything, but you don't. You don't even, you can't scratch the surface.
Yeah.
Because if I was asked to show 10 ambitious card moves, I probably could do it, but I'd just be scraping it coming
Yeah.
up with 10. John will sit there and go for 100, and you just sort of like, oh my god, I
He
forgot
just
about that.
knows so much and he retains so much information.
Yeah.
But the other thing from lesson 2, I think, was that there was a key card placement,
Yes.
which
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fooled me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Honestly, guys, if you like your card magic, this is awesome value.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is an investment in your magic, it's an investment in you, but it's seriously worth every single penny. So check it
Yeah,
out.
that's why we keep going about it. We are genuinely excited about this, and it's going exactly the way we wanted it to. So that's the Academy.
Mm-hmm.
On to the tricks this week.
Yes, so we have got one new trick,
Yes,
but I don't know if it's new or a re-release, so we'll get into this at
I
the
think
moment.
it's a re-release.
Cool.
But yeah, this is from Kmart Magic. It's by Stephen Tucker. And
Yeah.
Liam's re-put this out. And it's a lovely little effect, so I'll perform that. We're going to talk about this.
Yes, because these are back in stock. They've been out of stock for ages.
Yeah.
And they're back in, and it's a great trick. So we'll drop the trailer for this.
And these have been getting great response recently. I
Yeah.
actually didn't even know these were coming back in, but it's an old trick, right?
This is an old trick. When I first started, I've said this story hundreds of times.
Yeah.
But if you've only just joined us on the vlogs, you might not have heard this. But Alakazam Magic started in 1990, and I started with a little case about this big, with full of magic. But that magic was made by Rob Bromley. Rob Bromley was my one and only supplier for magic.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
used to sell Cigarette Through Card, Simplex Monty, Vanishing Deck, and he had a few others then that are no longer released now. Golden Key.
He's got some great ones.
Yeah, there were some great ones that he used to have out, and this was a particular favourite of mine. I mean, I love Rob's stuff. That's why we use him today, because I honestly believe there's no one better than Rob Bromley at doing what he does.
100%.
The quality is just always top notch. Now, the thing I liked about Perspex Prediction is it's something that if you're a close-up worker, if you're working a wedding or a party or whatever, and you want to finish the night, and I was always told before I started performing that it's good to be introduced. So if you're doing a wedding and there's a Toastmaster, get him to introduce you. This is Peter, he's the magician, he's going to be coming round. And that way people know you're coming round, they're looking forward to you coming round. You haven't got that moment where you go up and have to explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
People are waiting for you. And even more importantly, get him to announce you're leaving.
Right.
Because that way you get your round of applause.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to hear your name again. You know, it's a great moment, and it sort of makes them remember that you were there. If they were the first table you saw, by the time they've had a few drinks, spoke to their friends, they sort of forget it. So it's a great way to sort of reiterate that you were there and get it locked in their mind. But the perfect way to end any performance is to do a little stand-up effect for the whole room if you can.
Yeah.
So you've done the tables and you say, I'm going to try something out with everyone. Now this fits into that category perfectly because it's thin enough. Most close-up magicians walk around with a briefcase. This will fit in that you know, where you put your papers at the back.
Yeah.
Just fits in there and you're ready to go. You've got a stage piece that fits in your case.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take too long to perform.
Exactly, and it involves like 5 spectators in the patter that he has in here. Instead of just getting one card, one number selected, he gets 5 selected and eliminates each number, leaving you with 1, which makes it more impossible. So, shall we start with this? Let's start with performance.
Yeah, we can start with a performance of this. There was one more thing I was going to say about this. 2 more things, actually.
Yes.
Firstly, it makes for an ideal compare piece or an opener for any sort of magic or mentalism show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And secondly, I bugged Rob to make us some of these.
Yeah.
So this is not currently one of Rob's manufactured products. This isn't something he still does, like the Golden Key and a few others. Their back catalogue, he doesn't make them anymore.
Yeah.
I bugged him to make us some. We've got a limited number in, and once they're gone, I think they're gone.
Cool.
Because,
Yeah, well, you get everything you need to go. So let's take a quick look at the effect and then we'll talk a little more afterwards. Pete.
Yes.
I have here a prediction. It's going to remain here on the table. And I have 6 numbers, okay? In a moment, I'm going to get you to think of one of these numbers, but don't let me influence you, okay? Not 2 of the numbers, just one of these numbers.
Yeah.
All right? So any number you like, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, it's completely up to you. Name one of the numbers now.
I'm going to go for number 3.
Sorry?
Number 3.
Number 3. Do you want to change your mind?
Yes.
I'll give you 2 chances. Where do you want to go?
1.
Brilliant. All right. Final answer?
Yes.
All right. So 1, I'm going to place this down here on the table. You could have had 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Yes.
And if you'd chosen any of them, that would have been your outcome for 2, your outcome for 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
But your choice was 1.
Yeah.
And your outcome for that was the Jack of Clubs.
Yeah.
Which I find really interesting. Because you had a free choice. Or did you? Because inside this envelope is just 1 card. And that just so happens to be the Jack of Clubs. And there we have
brilliant.
It. And that is Perspex prediction.
Right, so that was it. That was Perspex prediction. You can see what it is. It's sort of like, you know, a brainwave type effect or something like that, or a bank night, or, you know.
I think the value in this really comes from how big it's going to play out and how small it packs.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It's so clever, like the thinking behind this, with the Perspex actually playing part of the method is so clever.
Yeah.
Really, really nice idea, and so easy to do.
And it comes with a couple of really nice ideas. I thought I came up with the idea of doing the balloon, but you said it's in the instructions.
Yeah.
So you've got a balloon, and the balloon is sort of floating up in the air.
Yeah.
You get the card selected, and then when you pop the balloon, you've got your prediction inside. Is that the way he does his?
Yeah.
It's a standard reveal in a balloon. It's great.
The great thing about this is you can work it. It is a reveal, so you can get as creative as you like with it. And that's you know, if you're playing a huge room or if you're playing close up, you know, you can just play around with where you're going to either load it or have it. And I think the main thing for me on this is, I mean, for you guys who know work, you know that carting stuff around can be a nightmare, especially if you want to play a cabaret set.
Yeah.
And this is a great little opener. I think it's brilliant.
And it would work round tables.
Yeah.
There's no reason why that wouldn't work round tables. And the good thing about doing it round the tables is you have usually 6 people to a table.
Yeah.
Or 5 people or 4 people. That's going to get the whole table involved. The magic's happening up here, which if you do table magic, you know that you want most of the magic happening up at this height. So it would be absolutely perfect for anything, whether it's parlour, close up. You're not going to do mix and mingle with it, but tables or stage.
Yeah, if there's more than 6 people at the table, just kick the rest out.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, leave.
Tell them to be quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you.
Don't do that, right? All right, so we both love this. That is Perspex prediction.
So there's a couple of things I want to mention before we get on to performance of Shard, which is, the first one is Alarmed. This is by Noel Quarter. We originally had this out, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
and it's a fantastic little effect, perfect for the close-up worker. So basically you tell a story about being woken up one day and you ask them to name any day of the week. You then say, I want you to imagine that you've got a favourite time of day. It can be in the morning, can be in the evening. It doesn't have to be a dead set hour. It could be a minute. So they can give you any time they like. Let's say it was 7:13 or even 4:58 as on the box. You then reach into your pocket or your wallet and you bring out a photograph of your alarm clock with the day, the exact day, and the exact time they named
to the minute. Yeah, it is brilliant. It's a lovely idea. It's great thinking from Noel as always, and it is practical. It's a nice souvenir for them to kind of keep. That's been once you've used one, they keep it. They're going to remember you buy it. So you can, I mean, you get a ton inside this, but we also do refills for it.
So these are now back in stock. So we have alarmed and we have the refills. It comes with, if you buy the trick, the refills just come with refills. There's no instructions. This will come with video instructions as well that will teach you exactly how the trick works. It's not difficult to do. It's a lot of fun and the reactions are crazy good. So that is Alarmed by Noel Coulter. That's back in stock at Alakazam. There's another thing I just want to talk about briefly before we get onto a performance of Shard, and that is our spend and save, or our save and spend vouchers. Now we've moved over from our old paper vouchers to a new digital voucher system. So you can now buy a voucher for yourself or you can buy a voucher for someone else, okay? So when you're buying a voucher, just tick the right box. But the good thing about that is people can now buy you digital vouchers and you don't have to ring us to convert them into points. You're in complete control.
So why would I want to buy myself a voucher?
Good question. Now, over the past 2 or 3 years, I've had a few people, not hundreds, but a few people have asked me, Peter, can I sort of deposit £10 a month with Alakazam, then when a trick comes in that I want, I can buy it. Now, there was really no way for us to do that, so I refused. We can't, it'll be a paper trail, we'll have to keep track of it. But because of this new online voucher system, it got me thinking, it's the perfect way for you to save up for your money. So if you've got magic, and we all do it, we've got our own little bit of money that we think, do you know what, that's going to be my magic money. That's what I'm going to give myself to spend on magic every month. So what happens if it comes to the end of the month, there's no tricks you want to buy, but you still got that money, you can buy yourself a save and spend voucher. Now the benefit for you guys to buying a voucher rather than just keeping the money sitting in the pot is we will give you loyalty points for every £1 you spend on vouchers. So you're going to get more interest putting your money in a spend and save account or save and spend account than you would do in the bank. All right, because if you spend £100 or if you get £100 worth of vouchers, you will actually get £5 worth of loyalty points. All right. So basically all you do, go onto our website, there's a section called Save and Spend. You choose what voucher you want. You can do that weekly, monthly, once a year, whenever you fancy it. Buy your voucher. In your Alakazam account, you've got a section called My Vouchers. Every voucher you buy will be there, and it just says convert to points. So you can leave them stocking up till you want to buy something and just press the button, it converts into points for you.
Well, I do think it's a great idea because I remember, there are certain times of the year where you have a bit more money than others. You might do a gig and you end up sitting some nice money and you go, I'm going to spend that on a new magic prop. And then someone's birthday and the family comes up, or you've got to buy this or that, and then you've got to spend the money.
So you're not going to buy them a present, you're going to stick it in trick.
No. You buy them the present. This is what I'm saying. So your money now goes on something else, and it doesn't go on what you wanted it to go on. Whereas with this, once you've got it, you go save and spend, earn some interest on it, and it's sat there. So
ready for your stuff.
No, it is a good idea.
If you were to save just £10 a month, that's £120 a year. You've got to buy the next big trick. And the fact is, it's not easy. There's new tricks coming out all the time, and it's not easy to find the money for Tarantula 2, which is 70 quid. That's a big chunk of money. Just to go, I'll have one of those. You can't do that all the time, and this gives you a chance to budget for it. So if you can spare £10 a month and you want to spend it on magic, put it in there. in 6 months' time, you can buy a 60 quid trick.
Yeah, nice.
So it's great. And remember, you got the 5 sort of percent worth of interest. But check out the terms and conditions as well, because there are terms and conditions attached to it.
Cool.
But that's listed under the product. But it's the service is there for you guys. If you want to use it, use it. I'm sure you'll be very, very happy with it. And also the vouchers, the online vouchers. We're coming up to Christmas.
Yeah.
Get your family and friends to buy you the vouchers, and now you won't have to send in the emails. Please convert them before your Christmas sale starts, or whatever it might be. You know, you've got complete control at push of a button.
Great. So that's the save and spend.
Yep.
So now we're going to take a look at the performance of a new trick in called Shard. Pete.
Yes.
Before we start, I've been wanting to ask you a little question.
Oh.
Can I show you a trick?
Yes, you can.
All right. This is going to use 3 little boxes here with an object in each, but you don't know what's inside, right? Also, over here, I want to make a little prediction before we start. I reckon you... Gonna go for that. I'm gonna put that in my pocket, and they're gonna go on the table. So 3 boxes. You don't know what's in them. There's no particular order for this, so I want you to mix them up for me. All right, make this completely random.
I think I might have just mixed them into the same order.
I wonder where your face was there. You're like, what's going on?
I'm thinking, I sort of fooled myself because I think they're in the same order, but it doesn't matter because I've mixed them.
Okay, so they've been mixed.
So I ain't got a clue what's where.
I don't even know what's going on now. I want this to be fair. I'm going to try and influence you here, so I'm just going to constantly stare at you. Okay, don't be put off by this. But I want you to imagine that this is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, think of it, one of these numbers. Don't let me influence you, and you can change your mind.
Okay.
But the number you name is the box you're going to keep.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, or 3.
2.
2.
Yeah.
All right. I'll pop this here in front of you. Put your hand on it so I can't get to it. Okay. So you eliminated these boxes. That's the one you chose. Now I did say earlier on I placed in my pocket a prediction of which I have, and I want to see what you could have won. Well, not what you could have won, but what you could have chose. And inside this one, oh, there's a coin.
Yeah.
Inside this one is a little dice. Inside your one
is a ring.
Is a ring. Okay, now this is interesting because the card that I put away at the beginning just so happens to match the ring perfectly. And I'm really glad that you picked the ring. Do you know why?
No.
Because I can't draw coins and I can't draw dice, so I'm really happy with that outcome. Very good. And that is Shard.
Right, so that was the performance of Shard. Now, I know you've been performing this in the shop and you've been getting good reactions from the lay people coming in and the magicians, to be fair, because we've sold quite a few of them.
It is nice. I mean, it's direct, it's to the point. You know, you are bringing out 3 boxes, so it may not be perfect to every single table, but it's a nice thing to have. And obviously, you've got the pocket management to worry about as well. But I think in the right situation, it's a lovely trick.
Yeah.
It's a great bit of mentalism, that, especially like the kicker at the end, the fact that you can show the 2 blank cards. And you don't just have to use what you get here. So the ring...
Yeah, you can customise it.
You can customise it, use your own business cards, and he gives an idea with a lottery ticket, a banknote and something else. There's a couple of ideas in there. It comes with written instructions, but also a link to video instructions, and minus adding a coin in, you get everything you need.
Oh, cool.
So
the nice thing about this is it's becoming more and more popular now to do gigs where you're sitting down and people come over. So you know, you have 10 people and then they move off. This type of event works great for that because it's small, but it's proppy, and proppies are interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
Proppies.
not proppies. Props.
Proppies are interesting.
Yes, little proppies are interesting. So props are interesting to people. You know, if you put these things on the table, it's a visual, you know. So that type of effect plays really well for that. And Liam Montier has purchased Kmart Magic. I think we've mentioned this before. Kmart's a company that was running for many, many years, and it got taken over a couple of times. But Liam has now taken it over, and what's starting to happen now is Liam is starting to release a lot of effects from their back catalogue,
which are great, but obviously
really
new to you if you haven't got, if you've just got into Magic, or maybe you didn't see them when they were out.
Yeah,
you know?
Things like, I believe, Ghost Flight was an old one, I believe. I
Slob.
know, yeah, Slob definitely was. Kane's Variant definitely was.
Yeah.
And Stephen Tucker, who is a great creator, he actually left Magic about 3 years ago. He just got out of it completely. I don't know the story behind it, but he was a brilliant creator, and he created a lot of stuff that was released with Kmart as well as other people. So chances are there'll be more Stephen Tucker stuff coming out. But Steve was always a great thinker. You always just see him at the conventions doing this stuff. Always very fooling as well. So Shard is great, very easy to do.
Very, very easy to do. Everything you need inside. It's great. It's a great trick.
And how much is that?
$15.99.
$15.99. At that, it's a steal.
There we go. So that is Shard.
Right, so that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week on the vlog, and hopefully we'll see a lot of you on the Academy. Guys, honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's a fantastic investment. Just please read the reviews, because it is superb. Amazing. It really is, and I don't want you to miss out, because like I said, you've got 2 more weeks to get in, and then you've lost it for forever, as far as we're aware.
Yeah, it's very easy to just think it's another lecture and dismiss it. But the fact that these aren't being repeated, we don't want you to miss out. It really is great fun. So there we go.
Right, so we spoke about Perspex Prediction by Rob Bromley. We spoke about Shard by Stephen Tucker, and we spoke about Alarmed by Noel Porter and Aid Gower. So all of these items are in stock. We will catch you next week on the Alakazam Video Blog, and hopefully on Tuesday on our Alakazam Live.
Yes.
We've also got, I just want to drop in as well, we've got a live special with Dietrich, which is Wayne Dobson's company.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. Check our website, check our Facebook page. Because that will be a great night. We've got an after show going on after it as well. There's going to be some special offers on some of Wayne Dobson's new releases as well. And if you purchase those, you get access to the after show absolutely free.
Brilliant.
So that's going to be a really good fun night. You've got Michael Vincent on the 21st. We've got Mark Spellman. He's going to be announcing his dates for the Alakazam Academy.
Brilliant.
We've got Jamie Dawes is going to be releasing some dates. So we've got some really, really good stuff happening. Really good stuff. So guys, once again, thank you so much, and we will see you next week on the Alakazam Video Blog.
See you guys.